In Britain, the civilians are preparing for war, or at least they're told to in the next few years. The British government's 2025 national security strategy has warned of the rising threats from countries like Russia and Iran, and also the need to prepare for a potential wartime scenario on home soil. Now, this as Russia's increasingly audacious incursions into Eastern Europe risk triggering an all-out war in Europe. Engaging NATO, Russia's war in Ukraine has set an example for the Britons. To better be safe than to be sorry when it comes to preparedness, both militaries across the society, as they fear that it may not be too far for the war to spread to countries that support Ukraine in the conflict that has now spanned well over 3 years now. While there's no official national plan for the civilian wartime preparations yet, experts suggest that the public may need to be equipped and trained to fight should the war knock on their doors anytime soon. And not just the war, the Britons are also bracing themselves for disaster and emergencies, as well as amidst growing uncertainty. Ordinary citizens are learning some survival skills, amply stocking up food and essential items and buying emergency gear and aiding others in preparations. Be it losing a job or facing a natural calamity, a terror attack, or even AI-powered cyber attacks. Now, add potential government surveillance on individual freedoms and big tech dominance to that mix, and it makes for a perfect recipe for disaster.
But if you're in a city, or anywhere really, I always say to people, look, think of a scenario, a disaster, whether it's a fire, a flood, a terrorist attack, right? Power goes off, whatever it is. How best can you operate in that situation? You know, what things have you got on you can still function, as normal as possible? So if people are going to know certain information that we don't, it's them people. So if they are building bunkers in the middle of nowhere, or Bill Gates is buying up farmland, what do you need to survive? Water and food, basically, and shelter. So when you get billionaires buying farms, growing their own food, building bunkers, you think, well, what do they know that we don't? Now, it could be just that they've got so much money they don't know what to do with, right? But I would look into it a little bit, yeah.
However, the Americans in particular are no stranger to such preparations, and researchers report that in the United States, the number of preppers has doubled since 2017, reaching around 20 million. And in Britain too, the momentum is fast building up, with social media groups offering basic and advanced survival skills, gaining more and more subscribers.
If it's in the car, make sure it's out that way.